And that fight with McGregor versus Diaz was off the fucking chain. McGregor was whooping that ass for the first 2 rounds. Diaz hit him with a good solid straight right off the rip in the second one. He went to shoot for a takedown. I don't know why all of a sudden dude thinks he's a fucking wrestler, but European dudes don't do good in wrestling. Went to shoot for a takedown, got swept, got turned over, got mounted, got pegged about 10 times in the head, and then got choked right the hell out. But if it hadn't went that way, I assumed that he was going to win the fight because he was whooping that ass on the feet. Diaz was bloodied and beaten and battered. He was getting that ass whooped, ain't no doubt about it. But this is the fight game. Anything goes. So, I mean, it's not possible for anybody to lose on any single day. But I felt like McGregor was fixing to whoop that ass. But he didn't. All hell, Mystic Mac has fallen. I'd have liked to see him win, though, really. I wanted to see him challenge for the 170-pound belt, which he really still could come back and do. He's just not used to fighting at 170. He's fought at 145 and 55 his whole career, so it's kind of fucking him up, I think. But I think he's going to drop back down to 145 and defend the belt. I think he's going to beat Frankie Edgar. A lot of people think that Frankie Edgar's going to win, which I think he could if he just takes him down and holds him there. Pounds on him for 5 rounds. But I don't think he's going to finish him like Diaz did. Because Diaz was a lot bigger, a lot heavier, a lot taller. He was probably a lot stronger than him. But I think that McGregor's going to end up knocking Frankie Edgar out for the first time in his career. I mean, Benson Henderson whooped him. Benson Henderson ain't that great at his stand-up's good, but it's not that great. Conor McGregor at 145 pounds hits hard, really hard. So, I mean, it's hard to say that Frankie Edgar is going to be able to take them shots. I think if he goes back to 155 to fight RDA, he might actually lose that fight. If he got beat by Nate Diaz, I mean, just look what RDA did to Nate Diaz. I mean, he whooped that ass. So, I mean, who knows? It's hard telling, really. I'd like to see him win against RDA, but I just don't see it happening. I see RDA putting an ass whooping on him, to be honest. I mean, I want to see it happen just because it'd be historic. First person to ever hold 2 belts at one time, but I just don't see it going down. It could, in all honesty, but I don't see it happening. I mean, truthfully, if he gets both belts, I say, honestly, he'd probably go down as the greatest fighter of all time. Because he'd be the first person to do that. Plus, that would be him fighting in 3 different weight classes. He'd have 2 belts at the same time, and then he'd probably get to challenge Robbie Lawler for the 170-pound title, too. So I assume that it'd probably be a good thing. I don't know. Let me know y'all's comments in the link below.